Welcome back to another edition of Te Akau TV. Really good week last week with a few nice winners there at 3 different venues. We started off with When Stars Align in the 75-1200. Horse that's racing in really good form this time around. A really good positive ride by Rory. He found the front, dictated, and give a really good kick. And like I say, he's come back in really good form this season after a very good break and a disappointing prep last time. But the team at home here have done a really good job with him, and confident he can continue his good form as we build deeper into the summer and autumn. We then headed to Wanganui on Saturday with a really nice 3-pronged attack down there. Fortunate enough to get a winner with Queen's Evidence. Great to see her back in the winner's circle. Her previous win being at her first start as a 2-year-old down in the south, but she'd been racing in really good company. Back to her own age group, 3-year-old 1200 metre race down there at Wanganui, and a really good positive ride by Bill. He sat outside the leader and she gave a really good kick. Tried very hard on going that was probably a bit firmer than she would have liked, but she'll take good confidence from that. And again, another one we're excited to continue to build towards the autumn with. And then on Sunday at Ellerslie, King's English, a really nice colt. The owners have been very patient with him. He had a few maturity issues earlier on, and he certainly was a handful at times, but he's slowly learning what it's all about, and the penny's really starting to drop with him. It was a very good win, good patient ride by Craig Grills. Didn't have all favours in the running and got a bit further back than we would have liked, but really sprinted well and a good field of 3-year-old sprinters, and he'll potentially take his place in the Almanzor Trophy there on Karaka Million Night. A big step up in grade, but we certainly think he's up to it. So 3 nice winners last week, and now looking forward to the new week. Exciting week for the stables with currently the Magic Millions Gold Coast yearling sale underway. There's some nice purchases there already, so please have a look at the website for any information, or give either Mark, Karen, Dave, Reese, myself a call if you want any information on them. A sale we've had an extremely large amount of luck in, with horses like Imperatriz, Return to Conquer and Captured by Love coming out of that sale. So please keep your eyes and ears out, because there's some lovely horses soon to come into the barn. So we start off at Te Rapa there on Friday. A nice team of runners, just a bit of a query around the weather. The whole of New Zealand looks like it's going to cop a heap of rain. So if Te Rapa was to get what they're forecast, it could be quite a depleted team in terms of scratchings. But if the track's good, we're certainly going there with a nice team of runners. We kick off with Bolly Bell. Really excited for her to make her debut. Unfortunately, she keeps drawing wide, and we've been scratching, and she's drawn wide again there on Friday and Sunday at Pukekohe. So whether she takes place, we're just still yet to decide. Have a bit of a team talk. Certainly makes it hard on debut when you're drawn barrier 19, but she goes in really good form. We're pleased with her trial this time around, and she's done plenty of work in between times to make sure she's up to the mark, kicking off over 1400. But a really talented filly, we think, and excited to see her make her debut. On to race 2, Arctic Jewel there. She hasn't had the rub of the green at times, and we thought she probably would have been a winner by now. She just went a bit too hard earlier on there at Matamata, and just did a lot of work. Still looked like the winner halfway down, but understandably just faded a bit late after quite a tough run and doing a bit of work early. But nice barrier draw in 6. Grillsy knows her really well, and we'll probably look to ride her a bit neutral, but looks at a really strong winning chance. On to race 3, Thumbelina. She's drawn barrier 1. Couldn't be more pleased with her work. She trialled very nicely this time around. Another that we thought would have raced by now, but was down to race at Te Araha on a very wet Saturday up here in the north. So really hoping that the weather stays dry for her. Looks a really nice race to kick her off in, and a really progressive filly who we think can go through the grades very quickly. And like I say, from barrier 1 with Grillsy aboard, should be a really nice winning chance. And we finished the day with Crown Princess here behind me. I'm excited to see her second up there at Te Rapa. She'll take good benefit from the Meta first up effort over a trip well short of her best. She was a long time off the scene after a very serious injury. So she should take, like I say, good improvement up to the mile. We'll probably need it still again fitness-wise, but a talented mare on her day and more than capable of taking this race out, we think, with a bit of luck from the draw. Then on to Pukekohe there on Sunday. Really small team in there. We kick off with One True King in the 3-year-old mile. Just unsure he'll take his place yet. He may run on his home track here at Meta on Wednesday, but he had a bit of a tick-over trial there on Tuesday at Tauranga. Certainly think he's going to need all of the mile and beyond. We think he'll certainly improve with the run, and then probably look for him at 2,000 metres and beyond. We think he's a nice progressive stayer that can hopefully go through the ranks and target some nicer races as we build into the autumn. And then race 4, Quenza. Fortunately, she's drawn a really sticky gate, so we'll just sort of assess things as we get closer to the time. And then on to race 4, Quenza. Just unsure she'll take her place with the really sticky gate, so we'll just assess things a little bit closer to the time. But she's in good order. She'll take good improvement from that debut effort and the experience she obtained there. And she's a nice progressive filly who we think, as we get up and trip in time, can hopefully improve and get better and better. So a small team of 2 there at Pukekohe, but some nice progressive horses who you can certainly look forward to as we build deeper into the season. We also have a small team of runners heading down to Wanganui there on Monday, but with the fields yet to be finalised, we'll just leave that preview there. So a best bet for the weekend, I think we've got a really nice team in there at Te Rapa, as long as the weather stays dry, and really excited to see Thumbelina kick off this preparation. Her work's been really good leading in, and certainly can't fault her here at home. We think an exciting filly that can hopefully go through the grades.
And they do it again, Akau! You just cannot beat them in this race.